Alrighty, so last video we looked at moving the ship and being able to shoot. So now what we need to do is to actually kill some of those aliens. So let's stop that, and we are going to do a couple of different things. The first thing we need to do is to import the physics delegate into our project. Not import it, we need to make our view controller or our view a subclass of it so it can inherit some of those properties. So let's do SKPhysics contact delegate. Okay, so we've added a comma there. So it's an SK scene, but it also inherits all this physics contact delegate stuff as well. So there's a couple of things that we need to do in order to make this work. The first thing we need to do is we need to initiate the physics contact delegate within our did move. So when it loads up, we need to actually configure some settings here to make it actually work. So self.physicsworld.contactDelegate equals self. If you don't have this, none of your physics contacts will work at all. Next thing we need to do is to create some categories which we're going to utilize for our different sprites. So we need to say what sprite is what category. Okay, it just makes it a little bit easier when we're doing the collisions to ensure that they have different values that we can then decide what is what. Okay, so create a struct. I'm going to call this physics category. Inside the physics category, we're going to have a couple of static variables. So there will be an alien, and the value will be uint32, and the initial one will be 1. Then we're going to have a bullet, and that value is going to be 2. And the final one will be the ship, and it will have the same type, and this one will be 4. Okay, so now I have my physics category set up. I need to actually set these to the various different sprites. So let's start off with the bullet. Let's find my bullet. Okay, so I set up my physics properties here, but I didn't set up my categories. So underneath here, I'm going to have bullet.physicsBody.category bit mask. And we'll set this to our physics category bullet. Okay, so this is defining that this is a bullet, and it uses this physics category, which has the value of 2. Okay, from there we're going to see what do we want to test it against. So bullet.physicsBody.contact test bit mask, and we want to test if it collides with the alien. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing for the alien as well. So let's go to our alien. There's my ship, there's my alien. Okay, so of course this is alien. Our category will be alien. We're going to check if it collides with the bullet. Okay, so we've set up those two. The last one that we need to set up is our ship. So again, we can copy those properties. We can go to our ship. For the ship, the category will ship, and we're going to check if the ship collides with the alien. Okay, so we've got all those set up. The last thing we need to do is to call the method, which is a part of the physics contact delegate, in order to look at how we actually collide with our different objects. So this method is called didBeginContact, which is a part of SKPhysicsContact. Because we've set up that delegate, it is going to work for us. So we're going to say let the collision object equal contact. So it's getting contact from here. Contact.bodyA category. And if that equals the physics category dot bullet, then we can refer to it as contact body A, body B, else contact body A. Okay, so it's kind of like this is called a ternary statement. It's like a shortened if statement. From there, we can create our conditions. So if the collision object category bit mask is equal to physics category alien. Okay, so this is our collision with our alien. Then we want to remove the alien, and we want to remove the bullet as well. So contact dot body A dot node remove. Okay, I want to do the same thing for B because we want both the bullet and the alien to disappear. I'm going to give that a run. Okay, looks like there's something wrong with my physics properties on my bullet. So let's have a look what's going on. Oh, when I copy and paste it, I didn't set the isDynamic to true. So because this is a moving object, we need to make sure that when it's manipulated by the physics that the properties are changed. Okay, so that seems to be working fine. So the last thing that I need to do is now add collision for the shooter as well. So if the aliens actually hit this guy at the bottom. So we can do a similar sort of if statement, if collision object dot category equals physics category dot ship. Then we want to basically pause the whole game. So we can say view dot is paused is equal to true. Okay, so let's run this again. Make sure my shooting's still working. And we've got to wait a little while for it to collide. So my movement's still working. Okay, so we see that's not working as well. So let's try it again and check the ship movement is true. Okay, so that removed both of them, which tells me that this happened, not this happened. Okay, so we need to make sure that our collisions are correct on our ship. So yep, it's a ship, it's checking with the alien. I think that the issue was that we just signed it as a bullet. So if we make this an alien, and then we check this one against the bullet, then we shouldn't have any issues with our ship. So let's try this again. Make sure our shooting's still working. Okay, and I can see that's now successfully working. So you've got to play a little bit with your physics categories to see the order. So since we're checking two things against the alien, it makes more sense to make the A and B either an alien, and then check if it's the other one is a bullet or the other one is a ship. Okay, so think about your collisions, think about what you need to collide with and what you need to check.